Alright, so welcome back to White House Farm. What we're working on today is our Kubota tractor, and we're actually draining the front axles. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it, and also make sure when you're down here checking out all the other stuff. I already saw a problem on the other side. I'll show you when we get there. But today's video is going to be for replacing our axle fluid here. So here's your dipstick up here, and this pulls out and you're able to check it, see your fluid. I was a little low a couple weeks ago, and it's just time to go ahead and change out the fluid here. I also did notice I might have a small leak here. If that's the case, I might need to replace the seal in here, but let's go ahead and change this out. Quick, simple, easy, and start draining the fluid here. And you're gonna need a smaller pan and a funnel or something to go ahead and catch this, just because where it's at, if you just pull this plug down here, you're gonna have oil coming right down on your rim and everything. So, and it's the same for both sides. These are your drain plugs, and it's the same on the other side over there. And it's gonna be a 14 millimeter, so let's go ahead and loosen that up and start draining this. 14 mil. And we'll get our funnel ready. And we got this thing pretty loose, so we should be able to just, twist this right out. Yep, there we go. This is why it's important to have a funnel. Otherwise that'd be shooting all over your rim right now. So we'll go ahead and let this drain down. And if you want to drain it faster, you can pull the dipstick, and that'll let more air in up top, and this will flow even a lot faster, but we're doing it this way. We don't want to make a big mess. You can see how dark that fluid is too. So definitely time for a change. Oh, didn't want to do that. And you can see front axle case, 4.7 liters or 5 quarts, and Kubota Super UDT 2 fluid, or SAE 90 to SAE 90 gear oil. So that side's done draining. Did have a little bit of a spill there as the funnel fell out a couple times. That's the only problem with this. Just trying to find a good way to drain the stuff, but we can go ahead and pour this in our oil pan here, and we'll go ahead and move on to the other side. And if you got dirt and stuff, you can always go ahead and clean this off first. Get the junk out of the way. There we go. Got that loosened. Grab our little funnel here. And we'll pull this plug out. There we go. Oh, gotta try and pay attention. And now same thing, we'll go ahead and let this side drain down. Alright, so we're just dripping now. We're pretty much done. We can go ahead and empty this out now. And we'll go ahead and throw our bolt back in while we're down here. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Make sure this is clean. There we go. And we can put that back in. Put that back in. And let's go ahead and tighten that up. Now we'll spray that off with a little brake clean so we can see if we got any leaks. Alright, same thing. Again, we already cleaned that off, so we'll go ahead and get our bolt back in here. Give it a spray. Get all the oil off our rim here. And since we already had the dipstick partially pulled out to let the air in, we'll just go ahead and remove that completely. And this is where we're going to fill it. So once again, we're going to need some of the Kubota UDT2 fluid or 80 to 90 gear oil lube. And I actually have both. I'm going to go ahead and finish off my Kubota UDT fluid and then see if we need any other oil. And you can use like a Walmart brand. You can go cheap with it or you can go expensive with it like the Kubota stuff. It's really preference. And this is the side that I said I had when I was under there. I noticed something. This actually got bent up and you can see my boot here actually tore. So that's not good. I'm gonna have to go ahead and replace that. So stay tuned for a video on replacing that. But yeah, that's why you should look at your stuff when you're underneath. And I wish these had grease Zerk fittings on it so you can pump back up with grease. And they make them this way so they fail. It's these sealed ones. I don't like these. I like the ones you can put grease in. So once again, that's our fill hole. And clean around that. And let's go ahead and get our oil. And like I said, I had some of this left over from when I did the transmission. So go ahead and make sure and check out that video as well. And all the other videos that we have on the Kubota, from air filters to coolant to you name it. So let's go ahead and start filling this up. And with this dipstick, you want to come up right to there. I know it's a little tough to see, but you gotta make sure you got fluid on there. And got a little bit higher in there, but we're okay right there. You want to be able to see fluid on this dipstick though. You don't ever want to let this run dry. Alright, so we got all the fluid in. We got both bolts back in, no leaks, and we're all filled up to our fill line. We're just a little bit over, but that's okay. So you saw how simple it is to do your front axles, and depending on what type of gear oil you use, that's going to be your priciest point. But definitely either way you do it, it's going to be a lot cheaper than the dealership, and you could do this. Anyone could do this. Really simple. So I wanted to show you guys, and hopefully go ahead and leave me any comments or anything on how you guys do yours, especially with the oil draining. I try not to make a mess, but I always end up making a mess anyways. But we're all set here. Make sure to check out all of our other videos on the tractors and the farm and everything else we do here. And once again, we hope you like, enjoy, subscribe, and as usual, we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
You can't say goodbye without saying goodbye to me.
All right, Olaf. We'll see you on the next one. All right. Bye, Obo.
Hi, guys.